Welcome, Life Theory family, to another intriguing exploration into the human condition. Today, we're peeling back the facade to reveal 15 strategies poor people employ to give the illusion of wealth. You may have noticed them, or perhaps you're guilty of a few yourself. From excessive boasting about finances to constant name-dropping, we're going to dive deep into these charades, unmasking the truth behind the glitter. As we journey through this enlightening discussion, remember, we're not here to judge, but to understand, to learn, and hopefully, to grow. So, buckle up, and let's get started on this fascinating journey. Number 1. Excessive boasting about finances. Our first point of exploration is excessive boasting about finances. We've all come across individuals who never miss an opportunity to talk about their financial status. They revel in speaking about their latest purchases or the expensive vacation they just came back from. They constantly drop figures into conversations, even when unnecessary. It can seem like their favorite topic of discussion is their own wealth. This kind of behavior is often a cover-up, a strategy to create an illusion of wealth where it might not exist. The truth is, truly wealthy individuals usually don't feel the need to incessantly discuss their financial status. They understand that wealth is not defined by material possessions alone, but by financial security, investments, and assets that provide a steady income. Their focus is on maintaining and growing their wealth, not on flaunting it. On the other hand, individuals who feel the need to constantly boast about their finances might be doing so to divert attention from their actual financial situation. By keeping the conversation focused on their alleged wealth, they hope to create an image of affluence that people will buy into. It's essential to understand that real wealth is often silent. It doesn't feel the need to announce itself because it's not insecure. Real wealth understands its value and doesn't need constant validation from others. So, the next time you come across someone who can't stop talking about their finances, remember that they might be using this as a strategy to give the illusion of wealth. It's a fascinating aspect of human behavior, one that tells us more about the person's insecurities than their bank balance. Number 2. Botched cosmetic procedures and fake tans. Moving on to our next sign, botched cosmetic procedures and fake tans. In an era where physical appearance often takes precedence over substance, it's not uncommon for individuals to go to extreme lengths to enhance their looks. Cosmetic procedures, tanning sessions, and the like have become popular methods to achieve this. But when done excessively or poorly, they can end up being a clear indicator of trying to fake wealth. You see, the truly affluent have access to the best cosmetic surgeons, dermatologists, and skincare specialists. They have the means to invest in high-quality procedures, which often lead to natural-looking enhancements. However, individuals trying to mimic this level of affluence might opt for cheaper alternatives, leading to unnatural or botched results. Fake tans are another common strategy used to portray a lavish lifestyle. The idea is to create the illusion that one has been sunbathing in an exotic location or regularly visits high-end tanning salons. However, if the tan is noticeably artificial or poorly applied, it can be a telltale sign of faking affluence. The key point to understand here is this: it's not the cosmetic procedures or the desire to improve one's appearance that's the issue. It's the attempt to use these enhancements as a prop to portray a false image of wealth and luxury. It's an external fix to an internal issue of self-esteem and self-worth. Genuine affluence isn't just about looking the part, it's about living a balanced and fulfilling life. It's about making choices that are right for you, not to impress others. So, while cosmetic enhancements and tans can certainly be part of a luxury lifestyle, they're not the defining factor. What truly matters is authenticity, being comfortable in your own skin, and living a life true to your values. Number 3. Misleading bag, less money than expected. We now come to another tactic employed to give the illusion of wealth: misleading bag, less money than expected. A designer bag, often seen as a status symbol, can sometimes be used as a way to create the impression of financial success. However, if the content of the bag doesn't quite match the perceived value of the accessory, it's a sign of faking wealth. In many cases, individuals who are genuinely wealthy have the financial stability to not only invest in luxury items but also to carry the necessary essentials for daily life. Their designer bags might contain a high-end wallet, a luxury smartphone, or even a small collection of credit cards with impressive limits. The point is, the contents of the bag reflect the owner's financial status. Conversely, those attempting to fake wealth might have a designer bag but lack the financial means to fill it with valuable items. The bag may hold a low-end smartphone, a worn-out wallet, or even a collection of discount store receipts. In some instances, the bag might even be a well-crafted replica, chosen purely for the purpose of creating a false impression of wealth. This is not to say that the worth of an individual can be measured by the contents of their bag. However, it's essential to understand that genuine wealth is about more than the outward appearance of luxury. It's about having a strong financial foundation, the ability to invest in valuable experiences and items, and living a life that reflects one's true priorities. It's crucial to focus on building a solid financial foundation rather than trying to keep up appearances with luxury items. Concentrate on your goals, invest in yourself, and create a lifestyle that truly reflects your values and aspirations. And remember, true wealth is about much more than just the bag you carry. Number 4. Flashy exterior, disappointing neighborhood. Now we'll discuss another strategy that can be employed to give the illusion of wealth. Flashy exterior, disappointing neighborhood. Investing in a stunning home is often seen as an indicator of success, but when that home is located in a less desirable neighborhood, it can be a sign of faking wealth. People who genuinely possess wealth often prioritize location when purchasing a home. They understand that the value of their property is not solely determined by its appearance but also by the neighborhood it's in. High-quality schools, low crime rates, and a vibrant community can all contribute to making a location desirable. On the other hand, those who are more concerned with creating a false image of wealth might prioritize the appearance of their home above all else. They may invest heavily in renovating the exterior and interior of a house, adding expensive fixtures and finishes, while ignoring the fact that it is situated in a less desirable area. A flashy home in a less-than-ideal neighborhood can be a red flag that the owner is more concerned with projecting an image of wealth than actually achieving financial success. Instead of focusing on building a genuinely prosperous life, they pour their resources into maintaining a facade, one that crumbles under scrutiny. It's important to remember that true wealth is not about merely impressing others with an extravagant home. It's about making smart choices, investing in your future, and creating a life that reflects your values and priorities. If you're looking to build genuine wealth, focus on finding a home in a neighborhood with a strong community, good schools, and long-term growth potential. This approach will not only provide a better quality of life but also help ensure that your investment appreciates over time. The appearance of wealth is no substitute for genuine financial stability. Strive to build a life that reflects your true priorities, and remember that true success is about much more than a flashy exterior in a disappointing neighborhood. Number 5. Borrowing or renting cars for dates. Moving on to our next strategy, let's look at how some people might use borrowing or renting cars for dates as a way to project an image of wealth that isn't reflective of their actual financial situation. Having a luxury car is often seen as a status symbol, a tangible sign of success and affluence. However, owning such a vehicle is not financially feasible for everyone, and some people who wish to maintain this illusion might resort to borrowing or renting high-end cars to impress their dates or peers. It's quite common to want to put our best foot forward, especially when we're meeting someone for the first time or trying to make a good impression. The problem arises when the desire to impress leads us to create a false narrative about our lives. Borrowing or renting a luxury car for a date might help to create a temporary illusion of wealth, but it is not a sustainable strategy for maintaining that image. The borrowed luxury car becomes a mask, hiding the reality of one's financial situation. It can lead to feelings of insecurity and anxiety, as one lives in fear of being found out. Moreover, it creates a false impression for the other person, who might expect a lifestyle that the person cannot sustain. What matters more than the car you drive is who you are as a person, your values, your ambitions, your character. Genuine connections are built on honesty and authenticity, not on material possessions. Wealth is not merely about owning luxury goods, it's about financial stability, freedom, and the ability to live a comfortable life. Instead of trying to create a false image of wealth, focus on building your financial future. Invest in your skills, education, and experiences. With time, hard work, and smart financial planning, you can attain a level of wealth that doesn't require the crutch of a borrowed car. Number 6. Walking advertisement for brands. We now shift gears to another common tactic used to project wealth, becoming a walking advertisement for brands. Many people have fallen under the spell of believing that the more brand names you can visibly display on your person, the more affluent you appear. But let's dissect this fallacy and understand why it doesn't really reflect true wealth. We all understand the allure of brands. They offer the promise of quality, status, and luxury. And they often serve as markers of personal success, displaying your discerning taste and financial capacity. However, using brand names as a tool to advertise your supposed wealth can often backfire, especially when overdone. People who are genuinely wealthy, those who have earned and maintained their wealth over time, understand the value of subtlety. They appreciate luxury for its quality and craftsmanship, not for the conspicuous logos it offers for display. Their wealth does not need to be validated by others. It exists, irrespective of recognition. In contrast, people attempting to fake wealth often feel a need to validate their worth through visible symbols. Their self-esteem is tied to the recognition of others, which they solicit through overt displays of brand names. They become walking billboards, advertising their apparent success to the world. However, the irony is that such behavior often reveals a lack of understanding about wealth. True wealth isn't about impressing others but about creating a life that you are satisfied with. It's about investing in experiences, relationships, and personal growth. It's about substance, not surface. If someone is focusing on showcasing branded clothes, accessories, or devices, it might be an attempt to mask their financial reality. It is as though they are trying to convince themselves and others of their wealth, rather than actually working towards it. It's essential to understand that brands can indeed provide quality, but they should never be used as a tool to gain validation. Genuine wealth doesn't need constant validation, especially not through a logo. So, next time you see someone decked head to toe in designer labels, remember, it's not about the brands they're wearing, but about the value they're truly bringing. Number 7. Your car exceeds the value of your home. Now let's take a detour down the driveway and discuss another common illusion of wealth, owning a car that exceeds the value of your home. A shiny, top-of-the-line vehicle parked outside a modest or run-down residence is a paradoxical sight that's more common than you might think. It's a clear sign of skewed financial priorities and a classic strategy employed by those looking to project wealth they don't actually possess. Car culture is pervasive in many societies. For many people, the vehicle they drive is more than just a mode of transportation. It's a status symbol, a reflection of their identity, and a tool for projecting their social standing. This mindset has led to the prevalence of auto loans and the normalization of high levels of car-related debt. In the quest to maintain appearances, people sometimes commit a significant portion of their income to acquiring a car they can't really afford. They overlook the fact that vehicles are depreciating assets. The moment you drive that new car off the lot, it begins to lose value. On the other hand, a home is an appreciating asset. Over time, it can increase in value and contribute to your wealth. Now, compare this to those who have real wealth. They understand the concept of assets and liabilities. They prioritize their spending on things that will increase their net worth over time. They don't see the point in tying up a large chunk of their wealth in a depreciating asset like a car, especially when it could be invested in appreciating assets like real estate or stocks. This isn't to say that wealthy people don't own nice cars, but there's a balance. The value of their car or cars does not exceed the value of their home. It's part of a larger, more balanced financial picture, not the center of it. Next time you spot a luxury car parked in front of a dilapidated house, remember this: true wealth is about understanding the value of assets and investing in them wisely. It's about the balance between what you own and what you owe, and not about the shiny object parked in the driveway. Number 8. Excessive glitter and sequins in wardrobe. Picture this: a room filled with sequins, glitter, and an array of vibrant colors. It's a dazzling sight that immediately catches your attention. But this isn't a Broadway show or a glamorous Hollywood event, it's just an ordinary wardrobe of someone who's trying to project an image of wealth. It's a common misconception that the more you shine, the richer you appear. But truth be told, the excessive use of glitter and sequins can be a sign of trying too hard to create an illusion of wealth. In the fashion world, less is often more. Authentic luxury tends to be understated and lies in the quality of the materials, the finesse of the craftsmanship, and the longevity of the style, rather than in the loudness of the colors or the amount of sparkle. People who have genuine wealth understand this. They invest in timeless pieces that will last for years, not in flashy items that will go out of style in a season. They know that a well-tailored suit or a high-quality handbag speaks volumes more than a sequin-covered dress. On the other hand, those who wish to appear wealthy often equate bling with luxury. They believe that the more their clothes sparkle, the more affluent they appear. This is a misconception that leads to an over-reliance on glitter and sequins. Don't get us wrong, there's nothing inherently bad about glitter or sequins. They can be fun and festive, and they certainly have their place in the world of fashion. But when they're used excessively, they can create a facade that's more about attracting attention than showcasing true style or wealth. Take a look around. See if you can spot the difference between authentic wealth and the illusion of wealth. It's not always about the amount of sparkle, sometimes, it's about the quality beneath the shine. Number 9. Heavy reliance on cash transactions. Have you ever noticed someone who insists on paying for everything in cash, even when cards or digital payments would be more convenient? It's a curious sight, especially in this era of cashless transactions. While there could be a few reasons for this, one of them may be an attempt to give an illusion of wealth. Cash has a tangibility that digital numbers on a screen just can't replicate. It's physical, it's real, and when you see someone pulling out a wad of bills, it can create an immediate impression of affluence. This is why some people who want to appear wealthy might opt to use cash for their transactions. It's a show, a performance meant to convince you and themselves of their financial status. However, this excessive reliance on cash transactions can often be misleading. True wealth isn't just about having a lot of cash on hand, it's about having a well-managed financial system that includes investments, savings, and a good credit history. It's about financial stability and growth, not just the ability to flash a bundle of notes at a moment's notice. Moreover, wealthy individuals often prefer card or digital transactions for the benefits they provide, such as reward points, better tracking of expenditures, and increased safety. Using cash for everything can be risky, and it lacks the convenience and perks that digital transactions offer. So, while cash transactions can sometimes give off the illusion of wealth, they often tell a different story upon closer inspection. True wealth isn't about the show, it's about the substance underneath. It's not about how much cash you can flash, but about how well you manage and grow your resources. Number 10. A fence that outshines what's behind it. We've all seen it, the grand, elaborate fence that seems more like a fortress than a boundary for a residential property. It's a striking sight that can immediately draw attention and curiosity. The fence is tall, robust, polished, perhaps even ornate, suggesting an air of wealth and exclusivity. It's a spectacle that makes you wonder, who lives there? They must be very wealthy. This is the illusion that a shiny, over-the-top fence can create. But what's often hidden behind these imposing fences can tell a different story. Upon closer inspection, you might find a home that's noticeably less impressive than the fence surrounding it. It may be modest, or perhaps it's showing signs of neglect and wear. This disparity between the facade and reality can indicate an attempt to portray an illusion of wealth. The fence, in this case, serves as a metaphor for the effort some people in poor communities might make to appear wealthier than they are. It's a symbol of the desire to fit into a certain image, to impress others and to fit in with societal expectations. But this can come at a cost. Money spent on maintaining a facade often detracts from investments in long-term wealth creation, such as education, real estate, or business ventures. While there's nothing inherently wrong with wanting to present ourselves well, it's essential to be mindful of where our resources are going. Are we investing in appearances, or are we building genuine, lasting wealth? True wealth isn't measured by the grandeur of our fences but by the value and substance of what's behind them. It's about building a life that's rich in more ways than one, not just creating an illusion for the outside world to see. So next time you see an over-the-top fence, remember, it might just be a facade hiding a different reality. Number 11. Overdressing for every occasion. You've probably noticed that person at a casual gathering who arrives looking like they're about to attend a red carpet event. They're decked out in their finest attire, with every detail meticulously curated. It's hard not to notice them, and that's precisely the point. In poor communities, this can often be a common strategy to project an illusion of wealth, a way to command attention and raise one's perceived status. Overdressing for every occasion can be a clear sign of this. It's as if every event, regardless of its nature, is an opportunity to stage a personal fashion show. But why do some people do this? Well, clothing, much like our homes or cars, is a highly visible aspect of our lives. It can be an immediate indicator of our taste, our lifestyle, and yes, our wealth. The reality is, genuine wealth isn't always loud or showy. In fact, it often leans towards subtlety and understatement. Many truly wealthy individuals understand that their value doesn't lie in their appearance, but in their achievements, their character, and the respect they've earned. In contrast, those who continually overdress for occasions might be seeking validation and recognition they feel they lack. It can be an attempt to gain respect and admiration, to create an aura of success and affluence. But it's essential to remember that true wealth and success cannot be measured by the price of our outfits or the brands we wear. Genuine wealth and success lies in recognizing our inherent value and investing in our personal growth and financial stability. Instead of aiming to impress others with outward displays of luxury, we should focus on building a solid foundation of financial independence, self-worth, and personal success. After all, the most stylish outfit one can wear is confidence and authenticity, and these never go out of fashion. Number 12. Prioritizing aesthetics over functionality. The old form over function trap. It's a common pitfall for those trying to project a facade of wealth, especially in poor communities where resources are limited. A fixation on aesthetics, often at the expense of practicality or even comfort, can be a clear sign of this. The pursuit of the visually impressive, the fashionable, the trendy, can often lead to overlooking what truly matters. Let's take, for example, a home where the living room boasts a top-of-the-line flat-screen TV, yet the roof leaks, or the heating system is faulty. Or consider a person who owns the latest, most flashy smartphone but struggles to pay their monthly bills. This kind of imbalance is a clear sign of prioritizing aesthetics over functionality. Why does this happen? Well, it's all about perception. In societies where wealth is often equated with success and happiness, the pressure to appear wealthy can be immense. This can lead people to prioritize outward displays of affluence over practical needs or long-term financial stability. But true wealth is not just about owning the newest, shiniest thing. It's about financial security, about having the means to meet not just our wants, but more importantly, our needs. It's about being able to take care of ourselves and our loved ones, about having the freedom to pursue our passions and live life on our terms. If you're faced with a choice between form and function, choose wisely. A flashy facade may impress in the short term, but substance and practicality will always serve you better in the long run. After all, true wealth lies not in what we show to the world, but in the quality of life we can afford to live. Number 13. Purchasing zirconium disguised as diamonds. Diamonds, as they say, are a girl's best friend. But they're also a status symbol, a shorthand for wealth and luxury. So, it's no surprise that some individuals, in their quest to project an image of affluence, might turn to a more affordable alternative, cubic zirconia. Cubic zirconia is a synthetic gemstone that visually resembles a diamond. To the untrained eye, it's hard to distinguish between the two. This has made it a popular choice for those wanting the look of luxury without the hefty price tag. In poor communities, where genuine diamonds are often out of reach, cubic zirconia can provide an illusion of wealth. A person flaunting a large, glittering ring might attract admiring glances and envious whispers. Yet, the reality behind the sparkle could tell a different story. The problem with this strategy is that it's based on deception. It's a pretense, a facade. And like all facades, it can only hold up for so long. A cubic zirconia may sparkle like a diamond, but it lacks the durability, the value, and the prestige of the real thing. Moreover, this kind of deception can lead to a dangerous cycle of constantly trying to maintain an image that doesn't match reality. It can lead to financial strain, stress, and even a sense of shame or inadequacy. At Life Theory, we believe in the value of authenticity. True wealth is not about pretending to have what you don't. It's about making the most of what you do have, and working to improve your financial situation in a sustainable, honest way. Let's leave the cubic zirconia where it belongs, in the realm of costume jewelry. And instead, let's focus on building genuine wealth, one step at a time. Number 14. Pretending entry-level brands are high-end. We live in a world where brands rule. They serve as symbols of status, wealth, and taste. But sometimes, people, especially in poor communities, use brands as a tool to project a false image of wealth. They try to elevate entry-level brands to the level of high-end luxury, hoping to fool the casual observer. Imagine a person carrying a bag from a mid-tier brand, but speaking about it as if it's a rare, exclusive piece from a high-end designer. They're hoping that their audience either won't know the difference or will be so dazzled by their apparent affluence that they won't question it. It's a strategy of smoke and mirrors, a deceptive play of perception. This behavior, though, is deeply rooted in a sense of insecurity and a desire for validation. It's an attempt to fit into a world that they perceive as better than their own, a world where wealth and luxury are the norms. But true wealth isn't about pretending. It's not about putting on a show or trying to be something you're not. True wealth comes from understanding your financial reality and working to improve it. It comes from investing wisely, saving consistently, and spending within your means. It's about appreciating what you have, no matter how modest, and valuing quality over quantity, substance over appearance. Believe in authenticity, in being true to yourself and your situation. We know that real wealth and success aren't about brand labels, but about the value you create in your life and in the lives of those around you. So, let's shed the pretenses and focus on building real, lasting wealth. Because when you do, you'll find that there's no need for illusions. Number 15. Constant dropping. Names of celebrities, successful entrepreneurs, or influential individuals in society often carry weight. They denote success, wealth, and sometimes, power. In poor communities, one of the tactics employed to give off an illusion of wealth is the constant dropping of these names. Imagine being in a conversation where every other sentence is laced with a reference to a celebrity or a successful friend. "I had lunch with this millionaire entrepreneur, my friend, a renowned artist, said," or "I was at this party where this famous actor was." They use these instances to associate themselves with success, hoping that some of it rubs off on them in the eyes of their listeners. This constant name-dropping is a psychological maneuver. It's a way of saying, "I belong to this successful circle. I am part of this world." It's an attempt to elevate their own status by association, to present themselves as part of a network of influential people. They hope that this would make others perceive them as successful or wealthy. But in reality, name-dropping says more about a person's insecurities than their successes. It highlights their need for external validation and their reliance on others to define their self-worth. True wealth and success don't require constant validation. They don't need the association of big names to hold their ground. They stand firm in their own accomplishments, their own values, and their own worth. Strive for authentic success, one that comes from your own achievements and not from the reflected glory of others. Success is not about who you know, it's about what you do, the value you create, and the impact you make. Remember, genuine wealth and success stand on their own, unaided by the names of others. It's been quite a journey, hasn't it? We've unmasked the charades, peeled back the glitter, and unveiled the reality that lies beneath. But remember, this isn't about pointing fingers or laughing at others' attempts to fit in or feel successful. It's about recognizing the value of authentic success and the beauty of genuine wealth that's more than skin deep. It's about understanding that real wealth isn't about flashy cars, designer brands, or celebrity associations. It's about financial independence, wise investment, and the freedom to live life on your own terms. Thank you for joining us in this enlightening exploration. We hope you found it as engaging and thought-provoking as we did. Here at Life Theory, we're all about learning, growing, and rising together. So keep on rising, and until our next adventure, stay curious, stay authentic, and stay wealthy in all the ways that truly matter. Did you enjoy the ride? If so, let the like button know, it's quite a people pleaser. Don't forget to subscribe to Life Theory, it's a one-click ticket to a world of fascinating insights and inspiration. Your support fuels our creativity.